when have you ever seen a protocol not be followed?
Having too many people in the car.
Okay. So we don't do that on outdoor trips, hopefully. Hopefully that just happened on your own time. I don't know what happened. Okay, so when we're in college vehicles, what's the problem if you're driving up to church to take people up there, and somebody says, "Oh, it's fine, just one more person." We're literally going from McDonald's to the Holy Rosary Church, and something happens. What do you think the negative consequences of that are?
Driver loses their ability to drive small. Okay.
So that could be the bare minimum. If Steve finds out, or myself, or somebody, John Tonkovich, we can't have that. But what are we just arbitrarily making this rule? I mean, let's go deeper than that. So, best case scenario, you make it up to the church, nothing happens, and I start counting the number of people coming out of the van. Okay, that's best case example. What's worst case? Let's talk a little bit about some worst case examples.
Someone dies.
All right, so car crashes, somebody gets hurt, somebody could die. And now, where do we go from there as we start thinking about the fact that we didn't follow the protocol?
Like guilt.
Okay, so not only do you have the personal guilt that you did something, I mean, whose responsibility is that? It's the driver's responsibility, right? So there's a ton of weight that is now put on the shoulders of this driver, because now this driver not only has the conscience of what happened, but now this driver could legitimately be sent to prison for involuntary manslaughter, or whatever it could be. There's a variety of things that could happen to that. You could lose your license for a long period of time. You could spend time in jail, potentially. So as a driver of that car, you're essentially the leader of that car, right? So we can see that worst case scenario, we can really look at how bad a situation that is. So now let's look at a simple little protocol up in the mountains where, for example, a bear spray protocol. So you didn't follow the bear spray protocol. What's the worst case scenario that could happen? Somebody could die from getting attacked by a bear because you didn't follow the bear protocol. You didn't store your food properly. You didn't have your bear spray accessible. You didn't even bring enough bear spray out there on the trip because you were like, don't worry about it. We left it in the car. We've already hiked 2 miles. Yeah, you put it on the dash. Oh, I totally forgot about it. Whatever. Let's not turn around. We're halfway there. We're just going to continue our trip. Whose responsibility is that on? You as a leader. So if you're going to lead these trips, which many of you are, and some of you are going to be, have already been, and are going to be in a couple weeks from now, it's very important that we follow these protocols, because now let's look at that leader who didn't follow the protocol, a bear attack happened. Okay, so now we have not only the legal components, which can happen in the court of law, we also have all the conscience, and all the things that happen with, what else happens besides just the guilt that I have because I didn't follow protocol? What else happens to the external parts of the community? I'm trying to think big picture here.
You guys are putting it back on the college, so obviously someone gets sued.
Great. What do you think would happen to the outdoor program if we have a significant injury or death at this college? We lose credibility, right? What else do we lose? Yeah, we lose interest. We lose. What about all the parents who sent their students, their children here, thinking that their students or their children get to go on these great trips and develop leadership and meet friends and learn, do new all kinds of cool things? Like, how many parents do you think are excited the next outdoor weekend to send their kids out on that awesome climbing trip, right? So we can't stress safety enough, because it's not just you as a leader and the conscious and, oh yeah, it's a bummer that this person got hurt or so on and so forth. There's huge ramifications with anything that were to happen, and we keep things safe, but it needs to be safe. The only way it stays safe is for you all as leaders to make sure we're following protocols. Okay.